What's up, everyone? Beastmode back here with another video. So today we are going to cover the deck list from the finals of the Beastmode Circuit Series tournament number 2. It took place Friday night, a couple nights ago. 16-person single elimination tournament. We have two pretty cool decks here, especially the first place deck is something that we really haven't seen. So let's first address the second place deck here, which is Lightsworn, just old school Lightsworn, not the Christier Sworn. This deck here, I believe, is the same deck as Raikoko 7, who ended up topping Peak of the Beak 2, I believe it was. Very similar. I don't have the exact list up, but here, the player here, Chico, who actually topped the Deck Devastators tournament, I believe he was playing Dragons, that's right. He was playing Dragons, and today decided to play Lightsworn for the tournament, which is cool that he's kind of switched up the deck. A lot of people are doing that. There's a lot of good players in the tournament, and they're kind of playing they're playing not fun decks. They're definitely playing competitive decks, but just trying different stuff in the tournament setting, which is probably the best way to test, really. The tournament's 16 players, so and it's very competitive. We have some big name players that are playing. So I think people are using these small tournaments to really test decks for more of the major tournaments that are coming up. So those of you who don't know, the RBET tournament is Saturday this week coming up. So Friday night, we are not going to host a tournament this week. We're just, I'm going to just stream my normal stream, just chill, hang out, probably play some zombie matches, some decks, hang out with the chat. But we're not going to do a tournament just because it's a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh! That weekend. A lot of players aren't really interested in doing the tournament before the big RBET. When you sign up for the RBET, it is Saturday and Sunday, especially if you top. So it's a long event. We're just going to hold off on the tournament this week, and we'll continue the following week running the tournaments Friday night. So without further ado, let's really get into the side. I think the side deck is kind of cool here. Obviously heavy for, looks like frogs. We have Massive Restrict, which is becoming more popular because frog decks are just everywhere, like I keep talking about. Mind Crush is pretty good against frogs too. You can kind of, especially with all the swap frog bouncing and all that, you can definitely just rip apart some monarchs out of the hand. Double Decree, very typical in Lightsworn. They've been side decking that for a while. Royal Oppression as well. One of the ideas is just kind of establish a big board and then play Royal Oppression so your opponent can't out the board. My Body as a Shield just maybe might be just a tech card. Vortex, very common in sideboard. Thunder King. This is kind of cool here. The Shining Black Sea, which can stop one synchro summon that's not named Stardust, essentially, because Stardust can negate it. But this card's pretty good against zombies specifically because hardly ever do we make Stardust unless you're playing the more hero Silchus build. So it can out like a Bryonic or Goyo. Just a one of kind of a tech. Double Cyber Dragon, which is still sitting in sideboards, which I think they probably needed at this point because the machine deck's everywhere. Consecrated Light just for the Blackwing deck. You can just summon one of these and they really can't play for a bit. And Arcus. So this is very typical Lightsworn, I think. I think that's kind of cool that the D prisons are in the deck. You don't really expect those. Because most of the time when you're playing against Lightsworn, you just attack and you don't have any fear. You just pretend that their back rows don't exist. And most of the time, if there is a back row, it's just a beckoning of light. That's how you typically play it. So I think you catch a lot of people off guard with this D prison. So congrats to Chico here, second place. Like I said, was playing Dragons at Deck Devastator. So it just shows how diverse their deck choice, and they can play multiple decks and still win with it. So that's good. And we'll get on to the finals here. I actually know this player, Fitz. Very good player. I believe that he's played the Flame. I've been calling it Fire Zombies. I don't know if that's really the name, Flameville Zombies, but I've been calling them Fire Zombies. He's played this deck at other tournaments. He's not top with it. The deck's not top, but he's come close. It's kind of cool. It's unique, right? You don't really see something like this. I'm not sure it's better than Divid Zombie. I haven't tested this deck yet. It may be. I don't know. My guess is that it's probably not, or more people will be playing it. But also, it could just be better and people aren't playing it because they haven't caught on to it. So that's a possibility as well. But so obviously the 3 Fire Dog right now, 2 Magician, which I think is the right ratio. 3 and 3 seems to be a bit much. You probably brick a lot on the Magician there. Just playing 2 Raiko, 1 Hamster. Probably the right amount too. You don't want to mill too much. Obviously the ideal situation is milling Zombies and Flameville Magicians so you can rekindle and Book of Life. The problem here is that you have a lot of kind of like dead draws, right? You have Book of Life that could be dead early, Rekindling that could be dead early. You could open up a hand with like Book of Life, Book of Moon, Rekindling, and you already have like 3 cards that are not that great. like opening hand. Obviously, all it takes is 1 mil from a Raikou or something to really turn everything on if you can get that to go off. So I don't know for sure if this is better or worse. It's cool. That's all I know. Let's see the sideboard here. So double Cyber Dragon, still you gotta play it. Double DD Crow, double Thunder King. Prohibition's starting to make like a real. It's like picking up steam everywhere now. I'm not sure. I haven't really spoke with Fitz, but I'm not sure what people are like, what they're calling with this. I guess you could side deck it in against every deck, but like specifically, what are we calling when we activate Prohibition and what matchup? So I'd like to see if maybe he reaches out and we can kind of figure out. Is this card really good or not good? Like, I don't know, but it's definitely becoming more popular. I just don't know what matchups it's best in. Obviously, double D Prison in the sideboard. You got to have them. If you're not maining them, you side them. Double Dust just for the Black Wings and Glads. Another Mind Crush. So that card looks like it's also picking up more steam. I know the card's obviously really, really good, but maybe it's even better now just because of the machine deck. You know, they search for a Fortress. You know they have it. You can just call it. Same thing with the Frogs. They're bouncing Monarchs or bouncing Swap Frogs. You know they have it. Call it. Skill Drain here seems to be common side deck card, especially for zombies, because it doesn't really impact the recruiters. And in this situation here, you don't really care. You can just synchro with the Rekindling and the Magician. So, and right now you have to have something in the sideboard for Frogs. Every other match I'm playing on Dueling Book seems to be a Frog player. So, congrats to Fitz for winning the tournament. So, again, the tournament, we don't really have prizes. It's free to enter. You get a title/role in the server, on the Beastmode Discord server, which is posted in the description. So if you guys want to play in this tournament, it's first come, first serve, free. You just sign up when the signups open. Again, we're not running one this Friday just because RBET is on Saturday, but we will resume afterward, the following Friday. I am going to stream this Friday night. Just, last minute discussion of the metagame and all that. We can just hang out. I am going to post a video probably Wednesday about the expected metagame of RBET, so look out for that. And again, congrats to Fitz and, of course, Chico for second place. And if you guys want to see certain videos, please comment, let me know, join the Discord server, and I will see you all in the next one.